it's okay to be afraid. Everybody's afraid. And if you try something and you fail, that's okay too. It's the trying and growing and trying and growing and learning from those experiences. What I like to say sometimes is that you are failing fearlessly. You're moving forward, you learn, you make a mistake, and then you move from there.
Yeah, so exercises, things that you can do things that you can do when your fear is getting out of control. You can play something called the what if game. This works great if you have a partner to do it with. You can do it on the phone, you can do it in a coffee shop, you can do it in person. This is the what if game. I say to you something like, I can't go take that job because I'm going to screw it up. And I say to you, well, what if you screw it up? And then you say to me, well, if I screw it up, I don't know, like I'll get fired. And then I'll say to you, what if you get fired? And then you'll say to me, well, if I get fired, I guess I'll feel like an idiot. Or I'll just feel really stupid. And then I'll say to you, well, what if you feel really stupid? And then you'll say to me, well, I guess I'll just feel really stupid for a little while. And then I'll say, well, what if you feel really stupid for a little while? And then eventually you'll just start laughing and you'll say, well, I guess I'll just feel really stupid for a little while. So this is called the what if game. And you can play the what if game on just about anything. The what if game shows us that if you follow the thought process along about the big catastrophe that's going to happen or your big fear, that in fact what could happen is probably just not as bad as you think. What could happen? You know what I mean? The fear is bigger than the reality. So that's the what if game. That's a lot of fun. Actually, don't play it with somebody. It's probably not a good idea to play it with somebody who doesn't want to play with you, especially if they've got the problem, because then they'll find it really annoying. I've had that happen.
As a child, when you're a baby, you don't learn to crawl by taking one little movement and then another little movement and then stopping. You keep trying and you keep trying, and then from there you learn how to walk. But you don't get up and walk one day, at least most of us don't. You take a step and then you tumble, and then you take a step and then you tumble, and somebody may be there to catch you when you fall, or maybe not. And then you take another step and then you tumble, and then you're taking 2 steps, and then you're taking 3 steps. And then you're running so fast, you've got the world at your doorstep. And it's there where we start learning that maybe we can't take those next steps, and maybe we're not allowed to, or someone's telling us we shouldn't, or someone's telling us we can't, or someone's telling us we're not smart enough, or you have such horrible things happening in your life that it's just way too scary to even consider taking a step away from whatever is your safety net. So you've learned that, and that's become your absolute truth. That's the core of what your truth is. That's what happened with me. I believed that I could not do a lot of things. I believed that I could not try. I believed that I would fail. And I was terrified of failing. So I didn't try a lot of things in my life until I learned as a coach that I did have all of those tools. I did have all of those things within me, and I could face the fear and do it anyway. And that's what I want to share with you in this. Try it. Whatever it is you want to do, dream that dream, even if it's a little tiny dream.